All right, hey guys, we are back. Another tutorial video here. We are setting up our bag. I am probably going to go with this guy right here. Not going to need a lot of power on this hole. It's kind of split difference between these two. If I just had a little bit more topspin, obviously once it comes into a 7, that's when I'll go with that. But I want you guys to be a little cautious on this. You should be able to use your sniper here, and just a medium grade Powerball works. So here you're going to see me put a navigator on. Should be able to get away with that no problem. The only clubs that you're really going to need here is driver and sniper. That's it. There's essentially no chance you're going to hit this in trouble. Trust me. You guys are going to be very safe, careful with this drive. I know you guys are. I'm going to make sure of it, because you're going to pull out your quarterback and you could basically full hook it and still hit the fairway. So all we're going to do is we're going to play over straight to the right there. You're going to have a plethora of arrow you can make. Great ball, good ball, not going to matter. We're not going to use a lot of topspin. So even what this guy's doing, we're not even doing as much as him. We're making our effort way less than him. Now, granted, he did hit perfect ball, so that's going to bode well for him a little bit. Make sure that you keep the momentum back to the right, and there you're seeing it. He's going through the fairway. Just kind of a silly hole to mess around with. You don't need to get very long down here at all. You're going to see me use full power. I mean, not full power, not even full topspin here. Here, I'm just using a partial. As you see how the fairway is kind of reacting right here, I'm going to ever so slightly play maybe 4 or 5 rings and then just counter it. No extra nothing. We're not doing extra power. We're just putting it in play. That's all we're doing here. We don't need to cheat the end of the fairway here. We just need to get it somewhere down here. And like I said, if you play it like that, out into the center of that fairway, you have 5 rings of error on either side for what you could pull that quarterback. I could play this whole tournament with quarterback. It's that effective of a club. So you want to avoid this rough and putting it in trouble like this, because it's the only real way of making a mistake on this hole. You're seeing my opponent be in the rough twice. And you see I'm plenty close to it. Like, I don't even need to drive it this far. Now, the farther you do drive it, the better you get the angle. It's the only positive thinking that you should have here, is I just want a little bit better angle into the hole. And here you're going to see me keep the trail short of the hole and ever so slightly to the right of the hole. And then play just a hair under 5 rings, because I am, more towards min club here, or at least mid club at the very most. So a little bit of an under adjustment. Of course, to actually get the ball online can be treacherous for this fairway. This fairway tends to take about 52 different hops, all different directions. So keep that in mind. This isn't what I consider to be a cakewalk eagle here. Your best bet, if you want to get it, is to break out one of those reducer balls, the wind reducers, 55%. Would give yourself at least a chance at making it. Other than that, it's going to be very challenging to get this one. but hopefully you can, and just have that nice booster to your scorecard. If you any time that you can take advantage of a hole on this course, it's going to be a good thing. It's going to go a long way when you can get it done on this course. And because there's just, in my opinion, not a whole ton out there playing it this way. Like, you know, the safe plays. So you just kind of get your eagles when you can. Hopefully you can get a hole-in-one. You know, hole-in-one and albatross, those are your two highest tiebreakers that they using the new system. So you're going to make sure that you want to get one or two of those, hopefully around, just to kind of set yourself apart, especially come later in the weekend when you need that to actually consider some ties if you guys have the same tiebreaker scores. Now, it's only going to come into effect anytime that you're tied. So, for example, if this round, 10 under, that's when however many 10 unders there are, those tiebreakers are going to come into effect. And then next round, the only time that's going to come into effect is if, they shot 10 under in the last and then also shot 20 under in the second round. So the only time eagles and albatrosses are going to come in is when both of those conditions are met. And you guys have the exact same tiebreakers in both. And then same with the weekend. Once all three of those scores have to be cumulative one another. So if your first two rounds total 30 under, you can only tiebreaker with somebody who's also at 30 under for those tiebreakers. Anybody that's above you already trumps you. It's only going to come into effect, but for all those guys that are at 30 under with you, it's going to be based on hole-in-ones, albatrosses, eagles, birdies, and then pars. So you want to make sure that you keep the pars off your scorecard and get those eagles when you can, or else you're going to have low tiebreakers. So keep that in mind, and let's go to hole number 7. Last chance for a hole-in-one here on this course, and I'll see you guys there.